Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Just making sure, as we do, that things are working aroo. And it appears they. I think it's working. I don't know. Anyways, hello. Sorry for the lateness tonight. We had a bit of overtime to do. So, wow. That switch is really humming. But anyways, we had some overtime to do, hence the tardiness, but tardy we be and tardy will stay. Megan is still working away, but it'll be okay. So, let me... Go on. I'm getting an ad on my phone for Cerritos. Shout out Cerritos. Okay, so it's all working. Welcome to the stream. Hello, happy Wednesday, everybody. What's going on? Oh, hello, Cyber Egg. Hello. That's my Cyber Egg greeting for you. And what else are we doing? Well, mostly today we'll be animating some Gusano. Since we made some good progress, I actually did some off-stream stuff that I'm going to share in a second. But let's start, as we usually do, with some announcements. First thing. We got disconnected from some things, but that's fine. First thing is I got a haircut. That's my that's my big news. Sometimes, well, the way I treat my hair is I don't have like a set look. There's not a haircut that I go to and get every single time. It's just whenever it feels like I'm thinking about it more often than I want to, that's when I get rid of it. And I'd been noticing that when I was going through my hair recently, that it just felt a little too so out it goes. And that's the policy. I have a winter coat and now this is a summer coat. And I find that works great. I think for some people they want to have like a look and an identity. It's like this is my vibe. But for me, I just want what's convenient and what works. So first announcement is I got a haircut. Pretty cool. The next announcement is for videos coming up. The first the first video we're gonna try to finish is, excuse me, let me get a drink. Excuse me. The first video is a little video between me and Megan. We're just walking around and bumping into that dog again. So we're gonna post that this next Saturday. And then starting the Saturday after that, we'll be rolling out Gusanos. So that's the schedule coming up in terms of videos. And then for our members, I think what I'm going to do on Friday is maybe play some different game. I played a little bit of Elden Ring. I played some... Well, I think that's all I've played on stream. So maybe it's like playing Uncharted or something else. I don't know. It'll probably be more like that. But last time we were able to list... we weren't able to do a movie night because one of our members was in Australia, and it made it so that it was actually they were unable to watch where we were going because of the legalese and various little boundaries between nations of what one can watch. Oh, hello, Empty Water Bottle VR. Empty Water Bottle in VR. So you have both an empty water bottle and an empty water bottle in VR. So that's like depths of emptiness. But in either case, welcome. Nice to see you. So we weren't able to watch a movie on Friday, but we were able to. Greg shared a video and Kate shared a video, and those are actually really great videos that maybe I could share here. I was a little bit more prepared because we were tardy. I was able to prepare a little bit more for this stream tonight, but evidently not enough. So maybe another stream I will share that. Some of the videos that they shared with us. Otherwise, let's see. Otherwise, oh yeah, we finished a recap video. Those are always fun for us to make. I really enjoy recording those with Megan, and then and then animating to them. She's always so nice about what I end up doing. So it's a really good feeling completing those. So let me just, I will drop that in our chat in case you haven't seen it. I have no idea what works in terms of people seeing our stuff, but I will drop that there. Yeah, we made that video, and enough tomfoolery. Let's get to some stuff. Let's have some fun. First thing the first thing I made a Megan's been telling me that we need to upgrade our stream quality. So I've actually made something that maybe you'll like. So we like to start off these streams, or I like to start off these streams with a little bit of some brain stuff. You know, we want to have those high frequencies going because we're artists and we need some brain. We need to juice up ourselves a little bit. So we're starting with a mini crossword, which is always good, but now added brain frame. I wonder what Maggie will think about it when she sees it. But we're running no permission, just funs. So let's do this mini crossword puzzle. Oh, let me share that too in case anybody wants to play along. As I discovered last week, the mini on Wednesday. Oh, hello mayonnaise. How are you doing? The mini is something that escalates in difficulty as it goes along. So on Mondays it's pretty easy, and by Friday, maybe even Saturday, Sunday, it gets a little tricky. I might have needed a bit of help from some of our viewers on the last one. But here, let's just check it out. Let's see how we do. Anyone wants to play can just start right away, because once I start, I'm going to be talking through my answers or guesses, more like. Doing all right? How we've been? We've been good. Just busy. Just mostly busy as always. But let's do this mini. I'm always excited to embarrass myself and answer questions that I have no knowledge about. So let's. That little dissonance there is for the brain that's not working. Okay, but let's go. We don't need an account for this. Let's just rock and roll. Brain. Okay. Animal scene in a cartoon of Ben and Jerry's. Carton of. See, my brain's already on cartoons. It's a carton of Ben and Jerry's. I don't know. Cow, maybe? Cow, I guess. Recorded as a show. Nothing's coming to mind. More than enough. Aggressively question, interrogate, but that's too much. Positive RSVP. That's is that just yes? Yes, I'm coming to your party, your birthday party? I'm not sure. Let's go one down. A car whose name anagrams into my car. Well, as my parents once had one of these, I actually know. Camry. Toyota for life. Toyota for life. I hope I never have to buy another car, and I hope my little Prius will last us until we don't need cars anymore, until, I don't know, public transportation miraculously becomes better. But if I really needed to get another car, most likely it would be a Toyota. Shout out, I guess. Nickname for the protagonist of 2024's Best Picture winner. Well, that was Oppenheimer won this year. Is his name like, I don't know, Oppie? Heimer? Oreo? Something else would fit there? I'm not sure. I'll leave it for now. Tears Up. Tears Up? I don't know. Seeming acronym for touch and go. Yeah. Tierra Blank Fuego, archipelago of the southernmost tip of South America. Del Fuego? Land of Fire is my guess. Let's see. Alright, let's try to answer some of these crosses. Recorded as a show. I don't know. Oh gosh! That's the sound of Megan crushing it. She answered it all already. So I'm gonna guess this is yes. Tears Up. Nickname. It's gotta be Opie, right? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just guess here. Oh, Opie. 3 down. I don't know what that means. Recorded as a show. Taped. Doi. Oh my gosh. Alright. More than enough. Ample. Here we go. Okay, 4 down. Touch and go. Tag. Aggressively question. Grill. Okay, there we go. 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Not too bad. What was your time, Megan? Mouthful of food. Okay. I feel like I really rallied. Sometimes you do this and you're the arc of this journey, of this little brain journey, is such that it goes. You start off optimistic, then you reach some troubling waters. You enter a pit of despair where you really feel like a fool, but then you start wildly guessing and eventually climb your way back up into into some kind of competency and finish. So it's always a fun journey. Was that the other one? The guess 4 things. Oh, that's no good. I tried that last time and it was really bad. Okay, Megan, what is it called again? Megan wants to try the New York Times connections. YT connections. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can just start without me. But let's get this going. We're really juicing up. Megan's like, she's done a ton of work today, and she's just has a need to use the brain for something other than editing right now. Let's see. Yeah, this is where you group four things together, and then you get 4 tries, and it'll be very evident as I screw these up. Hello, Greg. Welcome back. How are you doing? How is Australia today? Let me see. Oh boy. Holton. I guess you could have a Parmesan ice cream, but probably not. Parmesan and Bolognese ice cream. Yeah. No, it's not right. Oh, you tried it already? I don't even know what Hasselblad is. Hard. You suggested it.
Well, I thought like some of this is like all football. It's like scoreboard.
That sounds good. I'm gonna try that one. Oh, what's one away? Side draws. Hello. Do you like? Oh, do you guys like the brain graphic? Score. Carter is suggesting. Oh, Carter's smart. I'm gonna listen to Carter. Yep. Hold on a second. I'm trying to turn on the score box.
I'm gonna guess that.
Okay. Seen at sports events, but you see a kiss cam at sports events.
It's not kiss cam.
It's not kiss cam. Side draws. What are we doing? We're exercising the brain. Let me drop this in. The 4th one is Skybox. Yes.
Alright, I got 2.
You got 2? Polaroid. You're saying cameras. Fujifilm, Olympus.
I got it.
And Venetian?
I'm done, I got it.
I know, you big smarty. Telegraph lovers, hello. How are ya? This one was 1 away.
Which one?
For the film, is Hasselblad in the film?
Hasselblad.
Hasselblad.
Yep.
Not Venetian.
No.
Okay. And then
Think about my people.
think about your people. Italian things. Okay. Neapolitan. Neapolitan. A Parmesan. Bolognese. Venetian. Okay. All right. All right. There it is. Oh, Josh. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sidros. This is just a little brain game thing. I've been trying to start off our streams with a little brain stuff to begin with, just because most of the time I just draw and watch the same TV shows over and over again as a form of audio distraction while I draw for hours and hours a day. So this is a nice way for me to just kind of stretch the mind a little bit, as you can tell by our borders. As our border to this thing, it's very just brain stimulating. Hopefully, do I want to do a quiz? I already found a quiz that I wanted to do. Yes, I think it's a one question quiz. So this is for everybody. This will be the last brain thing, and then we'll get to the drawing. I promise. I'm not just gonna be doing quizzes all night long. So let's see. This is. Oh wait, did you see it? I put it in the. Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta go to our stream. Sidros, you're Italian. Well, I apologize if my Italian accent was. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Megan likes it. It's approved. Our brain,
That's good.
our
That's
br-
the kind of stuff we need.
yeah, our brain frame is staying. So yeah, this is the question. I think it's only one question. It's which of these berries will not poison you?
Oh, this is important.
This is survival. We're trying to figure out in the cartoon apocalypse where there is no more real content, where there are no more cartoons. There's only real live action stuff, and you're out in the world, and for some reason you got to eat one of these things. All of them except for one are poisonous. I have a guess.
One berry that won't poison
Yes,
you?
yes.
Oh no.
This is tense.
So these are all poisonous except for one?
Except for one.
Oh no. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Who?
They all look poisonous.
I hope someone in chat picks the right one and survives this night.
Oh no.
I like what you're thinking, Josh. Eat them all and hope they cancel each other out.
The first one was okay, but then that wasn't enough.
No, first one is. Oh, you're talking about that first picture. No. Just from this box of 9. I have my guess. I have my guess.
Kind of look like tomatoes, but I don't know.
Telegraph lovers, you think either yellow or the middle
Red
one?
is bad, right? Red means bad. I also feel like shiny means bad. Is that weird?
Megan thinks red means bad and shiny means bad. What do you think about those?
True, though.
What do you think about those ghostly white ones?
Also, do you think the person holding it thinks it's less or more poisonous?
That could
Some of them have hands in it.
that could be anything.
I don't want to die. What?
All right, I'm gonna pick.
Can you rule any of them out, like for sure? Like the top middle, and the top right. I would not eat those.
I think all the red ones are out.
The red is bad.
I think
right?
all red is no
Even
good.
Bottom left.
Even bottom left, yes.
Does bottom left look more edible than the other?
It looks nice, but it's one of those tricky ones. It's like ooh, but no.
And then the other ones, the black ones, those definitely look poisonous.
Yeah.
The top left and the bottom middle. So
Yeah.
I'm between white or yellow.
White or yellow?
And yellow kind of looks like old tomatoes, but I feel like that's a trick. I feel like the white
You
one
think
looks
white?
the least edible, but yeah, I might go for white.
All right, I'm picking.
It is the tomatoes.
Oh no, I'm poisoned.
It is the tomatoes.
Which one is the right one?
The tomatoes.
The
So that is. Oh, that's what you selected.
I selected that.
I was gonna select the white ones.
Did you select it?
I'm poisoned.
You're poisoned?
Well, it just says nausea.
Okay, this thing. Going good going. That's horse
I'm gonna
nettle.
go based on what looks delicious.
That's horse nettle.
I'm gonna say bottom left.
Ingesting this can cause bloating, trembling, nasal discharge, salivation, and breathing difficulties.
Is the trick that they're all poison and none of them are right? What about the ones that are different shape from everything else?
Did you reload it? Did anyone guess the right one? I'm guessing yellow, and yellow's no good.
I'm gonna pick the middle right. The one that looks different shape from everything else. The red one, that is the middle.
Oh, the little cone things?
Cones. That's what I'm going with. I think that one's right. I'll bet my life on it.
You've already bet your life. Might as well bet again.
I'll bet my life that it's this one.
Go for it.
I know it's right. Those are edible.
You got it? It's those ones?
They may not taste good, but sure, you can eat them.
These little red cone things?
That's the answer.
All right. Well, now you know. Now everybody who's been on this wilderness journey.
Dog roseberries.
Dog roseberries. Let me reload this, and maybe it'll allow me to select it. These are the red one. These are the right ones. So I died, or I didn't die. I ate something and I got a little woozy, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, you can still eat it and you'll get a little woo, but it's fine. But these ones are the good ones. They're dog roseberries. You can even make a jam.
This is an accurate quiz.
Roseberries.
Don't believe what you read on the internet.
I'm gonna look up dog roseberries. Crunchy Connor, they all look so yummy. That's the trick. That's how they get you.
Berries.
Yeah, no, these are real. Where do they live? I wanna know where they live.
Europe, Northwest Africa, and Western Asia.
Okay, so everything in the North America is poisonous. North America. North America. All right. Well, anyways, thanks.
That's fun.
Yes, I picked a good quiz.
You want to do another one?
No, I don't want to do it anymore. That's it, Magoosh. That's it. All right. So, anyways, thanks everybody for indulging in this wonderful journey of brain stuff and self-discovery. And now I'm gonna start freaking animating. So that's what we're gonna do.
Don't mind me. Keep working.
Megan's still gonna keep working. All right. So Megan's working. I'm working. That's how it is. That's what we do. So let me click some things away. Boo da boo. Boo ba da boo. Move this over here. Try to get everything working correctly. Yeah, Crunchy Connor, I agree. BuzzFeed quizzes are funny and goofy, and I really that was probably the most fun out of the quizzes that I've done. So, and I learned something new. What did we learn today? Dog roseberries. In Europe, you can eat them. In America, you can eat them, but they're not here. So let's start animating. Anyways, side draws. I'm gonna go. To animate to stay consistent. Oh yeah. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you another time. Yeah. All right, this is a real show. The real show is drawing here, so let's go. There we go. Yeah, let's start drawing. Bye, Sai. Bye, Sai. See you tomorrow, or see you another time. That's for you. Okay, so like I said, I'd finished this one in terms of the rough animation or the animation. So Kusano's just walking around, wink, looking around, and then he's gonna head out. And he's gonna see this frog guy. Well, he's not in the scene yet, but there's that little frog guy. He's gonna ask if he's seen the dude and then get eaten up and splashed away. So that's the end of that scene. So I did that. And what we're gonna do starting on tonight is some more of this scene, I think. So, oh yeah, I did another little chunk from this section where before I think the frog was just sitting there, but I wanted him to come in, sort of a little bit of a continuation from the last scene. That's a door. Hold on. Oh yes, and it's raining in this scene, even though it's a little hard to see with this background color. Shall I make the background a little dark? There we go. See? There's rain. So he's going to come in from the side. He's going to open the door. Oh, it's the door. Where are you, door? Here you are. He's going to come in from the side. He's going to turn on the open sign. And then he's going to be approached by this little creature in a cloth bag, who happens to be our villain in this story. Whoa. Welcome back, Greg. By the way, CyberEgg, you speak Spanish? Yo no hablo español. That's all I got. Let's see. So then, yeah, after this scene, this scene's done, and we're gonna start up on this next scene. Or we've got it going, but I'm just gonna continue working on that. So I want to give this a little more juice. Give him, our little goblin guy, a little bit more stuff. I want to do like step, and then plant. Otherwise, there's not going to be much in terms of time. It'll feel a little too rushed, I think, if I don't give him another step. So right now it's just step, but we want step. Anyways, let's see. Oh, thanks, Josh. I'm glad you think so. So yeah, these ones. Come on. Auto recovery and saving is very important. Make sure to save your work. Flash used to crash and end up corrupting your files, but I haven't had that issue with it in a long time. So shout outs to whoever on the Flash team ended up fixing that, because it was a big old problem. I've got this thing in my lap. I can't get close. All right. But yes, instead, let us come in and draw some of these jamokes. Oh, feels a little small. And let's start drawing. Bow. So, what do I want? I think what we want is, instead of adding more in the back end, let me just cut this out. I'm going to make this first step not so long and make it a little more rapido for CyberEgg, who speaks Spanish. Rapido. I know a little bit more than what I previously let on. Let's go back. Let's see. So yeah, I don't think we need this transition pose. Let's have him step, and then immediately hop. It's not going to be a very fundamental run cycle, but that's okay. We don't deal with that here. Also, to the people who are here who I haven't spoken to before, I'm not going to name you necessarily, because I think that can be a little intense, but in either case, thanks for coming to the stream. It's good to be able to chat and draw for you. But yeah. And talk through a little bit of what the process is. We have a pretty loose style here, as vets of our channel will know. None of this is very fundamental. I don't do anime fight sequences, although maybe I will, because Greg, what was that thing that you shared with us called again? It was like Destiny Star something. Destiny Star Delivery. Yes, Destiny Star Delivery. Greg shared an excellent video with us on our members stream, and oh my gosh, it was inspiring. Even the way they did fight sequences was really inspiring. So who knows, maybe one day we will end up doing some kind of a fight sequence. I guess this one has a bit of a fight, but it's more just like him getting the little villain guy getting caught, and less like a fight sequence. So, but we'll see. I don't know. It's funny. I think sometimes like people say people do YouTube and then they get pretty burnt out within a year. I'm like, we've been doing this for about a year and it just feels like we're getting started. We still don't have like a set foundation of the stuff we make, but it's been really fun. It's a lot easier than work and it's a lot more fun. And we get to just pick what we want and experiment. So let's do that. So yeah, I wanna just chop this first part a little bit. Chop up the walk so we get a little bit more time. And then go from there. Yes, Greg, Destiny Star Delivery. Let me drop that link in the chat as well because it's a great film.
Chad said they're gonna make more videos.
Chad, the maker of Destiny Star Delivery.
Yeah.
Yes, he I don't want to assume, but Chad followed us on Twitter and shared recently that he's gonna make more Destiny Star Delivery, or maybe just more videos. So I don't know, but it's great that people are just making stuff and making what they want and not answering to the man. Wow. You're so close. Did you have any of the food that I made you? Oh, that's good. Before it got cold. Greg, Megan's had breakfast for dinner. That was what was for dinner tonight. I made you some hash browns and some. What else did I make? Some green beans. That's not necessarily breakfast, but it can be. And what else? Oh, I used to ask people what people had for dinner, so I'll ask again. Y'all, what you have for dinner tonight? I just basically had another. As I was making Megan's dinner, I had some of her hash brown, or I made a second hash brown and I ate that, and that's been my dinner thus far. So, doink, 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 doink. What am I missing here? We want the up on this, right? We want the up here. I'm not worrying too much about volume, just freaking going. That's right. No thinking, just stinking. All right, let me do that. I don't know how to do that from here. Yeah, I don't know how to do that from here. I don't know how to change the stream title from no thinking to no thinking, more stinking. But I will change it later in the VOD. Crunchy Connor pasta and cookies for dinner. Very nice. Have you had some SpaghettiOs? I had recently had some SpaghettiOs again, and they're pretty good. A lot better than Chef Boyardee. So if you're in the market for some janky preservative type of spaghetti, I would recommend Chef Boyardee. Or no, SpaghettiOs, because they're good. That is the good stuff. They're like $1.20 per can. Great stuff. I just don't think if my mom gave me access to all the silly food that I wanted to eat as a kid, which she didn't, then I don't think I'd have these cravings for SpaghettiOs. So it's really her malpractice as a parent that I have these lingering desires to eat stupid food. Excuse me, not stupid food, just kid food from those times. But that's part of it, and that's a big part of it is the transgressiveness of those choices. I'm like, I really should be eating some different things, but I want to eat SpaghettiOs. Boy. Oh, hey Aaron, how are you doing? And I've dropped a couple links in the chat, but if you scroll up, I don't know if you can scroll up actually, you'll find a quiz that may be of life and death importance. So just to put that out there in case you're looking for some survival tips in these troubling times, we all of us together embarked upon a journey to learn about our natural earth and found that most things were freaking poisonous. I wonder if Aaron actually, our friend Aaron, would get that quiz correctly. Another Aaron, because he has some weed knowledge. I mean, plant knowledge. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're drawing this. Down, 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 down. Oh, freaking Aaron got it right. Wow, amazing. Did you just guess based off of like what looked tasty? I guessed the yellow ones and they tricked me. I was like, "Ooh, I think yellow's throwing some vibes here. Some eat me vibes." And they were, but not the eat and sit down properly type of vibes. So let's see. Let's go back. Weep, weep. Yeah. So this is. I just chopped up that step. I didn't even have to add any more time. But chopping up that step made it so that this felt more. Like there's a little bit more of a lead in to the scene. So I think it works. I'm happy about that. So here, just moving some of this stuff over. Oh, hello, Julian. Haven't I don't think I've said hello to you tonight. Hello, hello. Yeah, I absolutely have no idea about berries. In a plane crash scenario, I'm a corpse. Well, at least you will become good fuel for the rest of the crew. I don't think I could resort to cannibalism actually. If I was in a plane crash and that was an option, I'd probably be like, well, if you guys want to eat me, you can, but I'm not gonna eat another person. That's a no go for me. What? It won't be plane crash. I mean, regardless of what situation you find yourself in, if cannibalism is brought up, I don't want to be in that situation. That's my hot take. My super didn't know he thought like that kind of thing. I'm gonna adjust the foot. I don't know why I adjusted that the wrong way, but we don't need him to slide his foot after he steps down. So let's just set this right. That happens a bit too. You think you're correcting something and you end up just making more silly mistakes. All right, so let's see him walk in now. Tweet tweet. Yeah, I think that's better. Before it was one one long step, and now it feels like there's more rhythm to it. So I think I need to correct some of his cloak stuff. Yeah, it's like landing, but then it's still fanning out. So let's give this a little bit more, bit more fluff. Well, Aaron, you don't need to advertise yourself that way, but probably. I would have some nice fatty content as a potential for the other co-survivors to choose from. Do 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 do. Has everybody seen Dune on the stream? And is that something that everybody is at all interested in? I think maybe I'm not sure when we're gonna go see Dune. Hopefully soon. But something I might do for stream is actually do a movie review. It's not something that I'd ever really want to make a full video out of, but if at some point I do end up getting to watch Dune, I would like to. I think it might be nice to review it on stream, but I think that's partially one of the benefits of not seeing it quite so quickly. Is that maybe it will have given everybody else the chance to see it as well. They don't have to come up with a first like, it's out now. We got to come up with our first impressions. The content must flow or whatever. But I do want to see it. I am reasonably confident because I really like his vibe as a director that I'm going to like it, and it's a good thing to be able to like things when most stuff now is pretty much just that's okay, that's great. But to really like something, I don't know. It's a treat. It might be the only movie I see in theaters this year. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, a movie review would be fun. Yes, I think it would be nice because again, I don't think we want to be a channel that's like Pikmin 4 reviewed or whatever else. But it would be nice to be able to talk about it on Steam and see what everybody else thought. So eventually, maybe not today, obviously, because I haven't seen it, and maybe not next week, but eventually I will get to see it, and then we can talk about it. So there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So yeah, boop, boop. What? And the frog's like, I can't hear what you're saying. So in execution, when our little guy here does his thing, it's gonna sound like or something muffled because he's got this this cover on since he's trying to shelter from the rain. At least that's the intended effect of it. And then, so then let's give him a little bit of a tiny reaction. Be like, huh? What are you talking about? I was very clear. I want a fish sandwich. That's what this frog, he works at a stop. It's a fish place. He's a fisher frog, and he sells fish related things like sandwiches and whatever else. Let's see. Aaron, did you ever see Everything Everywhere All at Once? No, I have not seen it, and I don't really have a desire to see it. Greg, if you could have any pet all paid for, what would it be? It would definitely be a dog. Oh my gosh, if money were no object, and if our jobs and lives weren't so topsy turvy right now, we would have a dog already. But like, we want to feel a little bit more stable, and then pursue a dog. I actually asked Megan the other day, like, in lieu of us not having a dog, what would you think about getting a hamster or a gerbil? And that was a very, very quick nah. And I agree, because if you want a dog and you get a gerbil, you're sort of setting yourself up to be disappointed. And also, like, you don't want to have a pet that you're just already automatically disappointed in. I say hamster because I had a when I went to school in third grade, the teacher had a class hamster, and I thought it was like the coolest thing. I'm like, oh, you're as a teacher, you can just make up your own rules and have a class pet. That's amazing. And actually, was I think one of the reasons why I initially thought about being a teacher because you there's sort of like your own little making your own rules for your own place, and that seemed cool. And if I was an elementary school teacher, I would definitely have a class pet. I don't know, Greg. Do you have pets? Do you guys have pets? Aaron, I think you have some sort of a furry friend. Josh, I could print out a lovely PNG of a dog. Well, what we'd end up doing is I end up animating dogs, and those are those become our dogs. So let me actually bring up. bringing up this file. So this is for what we're gonna release this Saturday. It's a continuation of our other dog story. So there it is. We don't have dogs, but we can draw dogs, and we can we can think fondly of the dogs that we may one day have. So I won't spoil it because it's coming out on Saturday. But yes, we also love our neighbors' dogs. That's another way that we get to enjoy dogs. But yeah, dogs is great. Cyber Egg, you have a pet? What kind of a pet do you have? And why isn't it a dog? I'm kidding. Ooh, you know what I can do? I can do just a very casual poll. Start a poll. Dogs or cats? Dogs. Cats. Boom. Very curious what everybody what's the vibe in the chat. Oh boy. I remember basing a good part of my kid identity around this very question, dogs or cats. And at the beginning, in my youth, in my foolish youth, I thought I was a cat person. I'm mysterious and unknowable. And those were the things I thought about in terms of that question. And now very much like I'm probably more a cat as a person. Well, actually, I don't know. That might be something to ask Megan of what sort of animal I seem to manifest in terms of as a person. Because I think I'm pretty genial, but cats can be genial. I'm not the most outgoing, so not necessarily a dog. But some dogs can be shy too. We have one of our neighbors has a dog that's just a little borker. She doesn't like any of us. Only I don't even think she likes the husband. I think she only likes the wife neighbor. So you can still be grumpy and picky as a dog. There's no there's no reason you can't be. You could always find a BuzzFeed quiz to discover what kind of animal you are. Oh, 50-50 cats and dogs. I think that's pretty accurate.
You want to take a quiz?
You want to take another quiz?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Megan wants to take another quiz. If you find another quiz, you can send it to me. I'll
No,
take
I
it.
wanted to be in the poll.
Huh?
I didn't get to take the dog cat poll.
Oh no, it's still up.
Oh.
It's still up. You can take it. You can.
Oh, it's because I'm logged into our account. I have to go on my phone. Ooh. I'm gonna break the tie.
You're gonna break the tie. It's a very divisive. Let's see. What is he saying? Woof woof. MFs. Woof woof. It's a woof conspiracy. Wolf conspiracy. Where'd you find that dog? That isn't one of our emojis.
This is a regular emoji.
Yeah, we want to. We've been making. I don't know if I can say this for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it's out yet or if it's announced, but I will say that we've been making emojis for someone, or sort of quasi emojis for someone, and it's something we want to do more for our channel as well. I think we qualified to add more emojis to our chat in the next tier. Um, so I need to get on that and make more for everybody. Greg, you have a dog and a cat. Wow, so blessed, Greg. I mean, that's living right there. Do they get along? I just hope for everybody with pets that their pets get along, because it's no good. It's no good otherwise. So he says blah 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 blah. What? I said, give me a fish sandwich. I flip that hand. So wait, is this arm under or over? It's under. Okay, all right. Been flip flopping in the drawings. We don't want his arm that was once over to suddenly pop under. Even though it's not a detail that most people will notice, but some enterprising folks out there, some sharp-eyed individuals, really like going into animation and being like, something wrong there, which is fine. It's a pretty neutral hobbies as far as hobbies go. Wink. He's missing a piece of his arm there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of like one of those things where if you bring them in together, maybe there's like a higher likelihood that they'll get along, because they're bonded, a bonded pair. We had looked into either fostering or adopting, and I think both of us were pretty drawn to pets or some of the guys who already had like sort of friendships. Because I think if we wanted a dog, we'd probably want to get two dogs. Just like if you're going to have a kid, you probably want to have two kids, ideally, for your kids to have, a sort of a.
It's like if you're going to watch people on YouTube, you're going to want to watch two people on YouTube.
Well, I don't think they heard that because you don't have a mic on. But Megan said, just like if you're going to watch people on YouTube, you really want to watch two people on YouTube. And I agree. I agree. I think if I made comics, like if I made stuff like I'm making for us here, and it was just about me, oh my gosh, to get sick of myself. But I never get sick of animating Megan, um, because it's great. It's great. I'm really not that interesting, but when me and Megan hang out together, it's very interesting, at least to me. So that's my big thoughts and opinions about that. Boop 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 boo 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 boop boop boo 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 boo. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out with us on stream. I hope you're having a lovely night, whatever you might be doing. And we're just mulching along, doing more of these things. I think by the end of this year, we'll have made enough stuff to make like a season of Matt and Megs, and that's pretty exciting. We're not the animation is not that fast, but it's also not that slow in terms of making stuff. It's just like any other thing. If you want to make stuff, you just gotta put in the time and the juice. Wow 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Making videos while videos are being made. Greg, I forget. Do you make stuff? Are you oh right, you do animate a little bit. Animation. It's slow, but it's good. Like how I don't know how that guy sorry, Chad could ever make what he made in anything other than animation. It's like animation is hard, but it gives you the chance and the opportunity to make, cool stuff like that. All right. Got to make this into a little symbol. Insert symbol. Text 2, let's call it. And I think it was just a couple of 3s from what I remember. That's 3s are too slow. 2s. I think this one has lost the rhyme and reason. Even though these are nonsense swirls, I want to make them feel like there's some kind of direction. So I'm gonna try to swirl it. Yeah, so now there's a kind of a rotational direction, a little bit at least. It's not complete nonsense. Is this the text layer? Yeah, this is the text layer. Gotta label stuff too. Text. Oh, bye, Aaron. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you another time. Wait, oh, because it's a locked layer. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. It's coming in like. Probably too many. Don't need to hold for that long. Oh, hello, dear lame. How are you? Greg, love your hat. Greg, you do have a very nice hat. Not everybody has a white top hat. Black top hat is usually what you would expect, but Greg breaks the mold. What's that thing where you want to say something and then you insert the letter at the wrong place? That just happened there. Greg breaks the mold. I don't know what the thing is called, but it's definitely a thing that happens. Definitely to me. All right, so it's that thing of like if you don't get it the first time, then just say it again but louder. That's usually what works. That's usually what solves problems, right? I forget there was some show that I was watching where someone was pointing out the silliness of that approach to problem solving. But it makes sense because when you're a kid and your parents tell you to do something and you don't do it, the approach isn't to like reason with you generally. It's usually to say the same request but louder. It's like, Greg, go to bed. And then Greg's like, I'm not going to bed. And then the follow up isn't, well, this is why you should go to bed and maybe we can negotiate. Usually the follow up is, Greg, go to bed, which I'm not saying right now. Matt, go to bed. And I'm like, all right, you said it louder and with more energy. So I guess that means I got to go to bed.
Are you going to bed?
Am I going to bed? No, no, I'm saying a hypothetical. Megan asked me if I was going to bed. No, I'm not going to bed right now. Especially not if you're still working. I thought you were only going to do an hour of OT.
Yeah.
But no.
I did. For the record, I did.
Megan, for the record, thought she was only going to do an hour overtime, and this is, I think, you're on your third hour now. Sorry. She's only done 12 seconds.
1 hour of food.
She's doing an hour of overtime. There you go. 1 hour of OT. Klaus, you want to see the finished animation? Let me see. I can share this. So this is what this is what Gusano the first episode, oops, looks like. Oh, I should save this actually because it's not on. I need to save a backup. So I'm going to save a backup file. Save. Save. Okay. So yeah, this is what probably a frame of animation will look like for the final Gusano. We don't do too much compositing, but we probably will create some blurs and some other sort of shaded effects here and there, but very, very minimally. So I think it'll look something like this. So yeah, this is the first thing. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I don't know why I'm playing it so wide. It's not. I'm playing it so far away. Bloop. Yeah, so it'll look something like this, but it will have a little bit more of like some blurring effects, and I think Megan might do some color correction. I don't know. It depends on what she wants to do. What was that? Megs. Um. Yeah, but what am I saying? Why am I saying but? Buts. Uh, but that's not for this week. That will be for the week after. This week we will end up releasing this first because it's a follow up to our last little comic short that we released. And then in terms of like full like long videos, I'm not sure what the next one will be. We have
Yeah, we work at
huh?
I'm reading chat.
Oh, Megan is reading chat with no mic. So let's see. Josh Nelson, do we work in animation? Yes, we both of us work in animation. I do not animate professionally. I am a storyboard artist professionally, and Megs here edits. Professionally, I eat snacks. That's what I do. Whoop. What happened there? Why did I get all the way over there? Bleep. Hold on a second. Klaus, what am I thinking of? I feel like I went to your channel, Klaus, at some point in time, and you actually do some really good animation, Klaus. Let me find members. Klaus? Nope. Yeah, your style looks very similar to what's his name? Cass. So let me share a little video of Klaus's animation. And it's pretty good. Mike. Oh, also the dog and cat poll is at 64% dogs, 36% cats. So dog power. Woof woof woof. Your animation's really great. Let's see. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Lots of people making lots of cool stuff out there, you know? And it's not you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be in a studio. You can just be whatever. Sometimes I think about like would I be doing this if I was say I probably wouldn't be doing this if I was a teacher, even though that's kind of what I want to do right now is just teach and then do this stuff. That would almost be a kind of an ideal life. My first planned for my life, which is feels ridiculous to say, but it's true that I had a plan for my life of after leaving school, Cal Arts, that I would go and work in the industry, eventually create my own show called Gooble Gobble, the show that defined a generation or something. I'd make some sort of a show, and then on the basis of making that show, I would be able to get a sort of university position somewhere, maybe in Scotland, because Scotland seemed cool. And then I would just keep doing university teaching while animating stuff or doing stuff on the side. And that was my life goal. And I haven't made a show yet, but we are already doing the animation part, so we're sort of already living our life goal. And yeah, it's like it doesn't have to be uh, signed off on or nominated or awarded or even seen by tons of people, but you can still just kind of make what you want to make. And obviously, there is some part of you that's like, I want stuff to be seen. I want our stuff to be seen. If you haven't seen our recap video, give it a watch. That's like for sure. But also at the same time, like the sort of making stuff is its own reward, and I think that's largely true. Hmm. Then now we gotta do this frog guy. Then I think we're gonna have him go like, mm, mm, like just like a little bit more back, just so we can really test our goblin's patience even more. He's not a very patient person, you know. As a thief, I guess depending on the kind of thief you are, if you do heists and do like plans like that, but if you're like a petty thief, you're just sort of like smashing and grabbing the way he did, then you're probably not very patient just overall. But yeah, if you're like Ocean's 11 style thief, you gotta have patience because you gotta be able to execute a plan. Also, one of my favorite movies, Ocean's 11, highly recommend. It's just so fun. Let's come in a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, why did I give him a little apron? I don't need this apron actually, so let me go back and it's easier to delete all this apron stuff than to have to account for it later. So this might seem foolish, and it is, but this will be helpful in the long run. I'm just gonna get rid of this apron stuff because the frog didn't come in with it, and we don't need to add this layer of complication because he's just a silly little frog. No aprons for this frog. Oh, Josh, you were a teacher briefly. That's cool. Did you teach animation or art, or did you teach some other subject? History, science. Science is not one subject; it's many different sciences. But mathematics, language. What did you teach? I was going to be an English teacher, as you can maybe guess from my command of the language. I got a laugh from Megan. So great success, great success. I also thought about teaching history a little bit because history is interesting. We went to a Barnes and Noble recently with our work buddy from Canada, and I found myself engrossed in a book about history, of course. History.
You talking about how you started animation?
How I started animation? No.
Oh.
I think Josh Nelson in the chat said that he worked in teaching before.
Oh.
So I'm curious what sort of teaching they did. I actually have a lot of opinions about teaching. Yes. So he's gonna. So, anyways, let's see. Let's play this from the top. Play it from the top. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to make this last bit a little anticipation before he's like, I still don't get what you're saying, to be a bit longer and more dramatic. That's what we're doing right now. Keep him neutral. I like a nice sort of dead-eyed neutral look for these guys. You only look straight if you're devious, the way the way the way this goblin is doing. That's one of my opinions about cartoons. If you see a cartoon character that's looking straight, they've got plans. And Frog Guy here and Goose Guy doesn't have plans, and that's what makes them great characters. I think is that they're not out here trying to make plans. What? What?
No more thinking, just thinking.
No thinking, just stinking. Maybe that's what we'll call these, like, not Let's Animate anymore. We'll rebrand.
Dude name no thinking.
Just stinking.
Or less thinking, more stinking.
Less thinking, more stinking. Yeah, you don't want to discriminate against the thinkers. We do start off the stream with a brain game. So it's just less stinking. Less thinking, mo stinking. You're done? Is Meg's done? Wow, 1 hour of overtime. Amazing.
Time is an illusion anyway, right?
Time's not any more real than space, which is also not real. It's a crazy thing to think we're mostly made out of empty space. That's a pretty crazy thought, y'all. Or not even a thought. That's a crazy fact. Well, thanks for being here, Megan. I hope the streaming wasn't too disrupting to your work.
No, it's all good.
It's all good. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep. Did you find another quiz that you wanted to do? I'd take a quiz break.
I'm actually not done.
Oh, you're not done. Dang. Actually, Meg victory. Yes. Anytime you finish a pile of work, it's a victory. See. It was a short-term government contract teaching illustration to high schoolers. Well, that's amazing. I'm glad that the government even supports art. I mean, that's been even before I was in art and before I was interested in this sort of in any of that stuff. Like, it was newsworthy the number of programs in America school wise that were chopping art. And I remember a time when people were protesting about arts education being on the chopping block for so many different school systems, and probably still is. So I'm glad to hear that whatever government you work for, maybe it is an American government of a more enlightened school district, is supporting teaching of the art. I mean, that's art's lit life, right? That's what it really is. It's just living in a way. I think that's worth teaching. Hmm? Hmm?
Okay, now I'm actually done.
Oh, yay! Meg done. Meg done. Packing for tomorrow. Let's see. Success. Great. New Zealand, not the U.S. Well, that figures. Cheers to New Zealand. Here we go. Oh, you know something I saw not that long ago? Kiwis. I actually saw a video of kiwis, and I'd never seen them before. They are no the bird. They are gnarly little critters. They're just running around, and they sound crazy, like ah ah. That's like what they sound like. It's not like a cheep cheep. It's like a ah ah. That's what. That's what kiwis. That's what kiwis sound like. Ah ah. Megan's asking me to do the sound again, so I'm doing it again. Greg, am I allowed to say something cool about my channel? Of course, Greg.
I'm going to give somebody a membership.
Oh, Megs is gifting a membership. Yay!
In honor of being done with work.
In honor of finishing work, let's gift a membership, and I will gift one later as well. That's our streaming vow. What's the attitude here?
Oh, Greg!
I got 1K views on one of my videos. That's great, Greg. I mean, if you even look at us, like we have so many subscribers or whatever, but our update video only has like 800 something views. So 1K is great. That's amazing. Congrats. That's amazing. Yeah. Side draws. Well, that's great. Side draws, welcome. Let me get the little tutor. Let's welcome side draws to the channel. Let's do it. Let's do it properly. Hold on. Let me. There you go. Oh, I guess this is still up. Let's say. That's Megan whistling there. Wasn't that far off? Wait, were you just singing that off the top of your head? Megan has very good ears. Wow. Well, anyways, welcome to the Coop side draws. That's what we're calling our membership portion of this of our channel. Well, what was that?
My
Brain ain't working. Okay, but yeah, welcome. Welcome to the Coop. What was that? Yeah, just leave it, and I'll graze through the rest of your unfinished dinner. Thank you. Sure. Can you turn off the overhead lights or turn that on and then turn off the overhead lights? Okay. Oh, sure. You can also leave it as is. This lighting is fine. Yay. Yay, welcome. Oh, right. Greg, sorry, I think that's a thing that we have sort of disabled in our thing. But I will link. Let me browse through your channel, Greg, and find the video. Or tell me what video it is. And then I will share that as well. Videos. Is it Baldi's Basics plus Endless Attempt number 7? Is that it? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's Greg's video. I will give it a watch after this. Is this a game? The Last Notebook, or is this something that you made? I'll have to take a look at it. After the streamio is done. But yeah, welcome to the coop side draws. Let's continue on with this animation. So let's see. Let's play what we have thus far. Tweet tweet tweet. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so that's that's where we're at. Hmm.
It's gonna be some loose audio with me losing my mind.
All right. Well, thanks to Megs for joining the stream. I just gotta start streaming when Megs is doing overtime. That's how I'll get her on stream. But yeah, congrats, Greg, on getting 1K views on your video. It's always a big thing. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then what time is it? Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Well, we started at 8:30. I guess I'll just go for a little bit longer and then call it a night. Cause then we still have to sleep, and then we're going into work tomorrow. So gotta have some good work energy. It's all about the vibes. If you're working with others, you gotta be presenting good spirits. And for me, sometimes Megan's always cheerful. But for me, sometimes I can be a little grumpy in the morning, especially. So I need to get some kind of sleep before embarking upon going into the office tomorrow. And sleep's been a little bit challenging, thankfully, not because I have any sleeping problems, but because I've been watching sumo, and sumo is my favorite sport, and I've got to watch it. But yeah, I'll just draw for a little bit more. I'll send out one more gifted membership, and then that'll be it probably for the stream. Let's also put this question mark in the text layer. It makes sense as text because it is le text. Let's also make this question mark bigger. Really emphasize the confusion that the frog has. What was that?
Can you remind me to bring my little thermos tomorrow?
I gotta write that down, but I will remind. I will remind Megan. So let me put it on the announcements page.
What?
This is just for me to remember. Remind
What do you mean announcement?
Meg's coffee
What do you mean announcement page?
mug.
Thermos.
Thermos. Coffee thermos. My sieve-like memory requires reminders. Sweet. 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 Let's see the timing on this. Hmm? Hmm? Okay, yeah, I think that's a good amount of time. Then we can have him sort of snap into this little anger thing. It's like, my God, my dude, how many times got I has I to say it? And we want to go down. Yeah, let's go. Let's go away with his hand first, and then into the little fist. Like, oh my gosh, what do I have to say? A man is not only wet, but this goblin is also hungry. So wet and hungry is not a good combination. Connor Crunchy loves your work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. We're just two little wheat ones on the internet making silly things and sharing how it's going. Yeah. I'm like, dude, make me some fish sandwich. I actually had a fish sandwich for lunch. I got a I got a microwavable tilapia. What is it called? Tilapia fish thing, and then I put it on 2 slices of bread. Added some spinach to it, and some tartar sauce because I'm a big tartar sauce. I'm a big sauce and condiments person just overall. I don't think there's one that I don't like. And I know people will say like, "Oh, what about those silly British ones like Worcestershire sauce and what that other really brown one?" I haven't tried those before, so I can't say. But I in general like sauces a lot. So it's a thing of bread. It's a little fillet. It's some avocado. Got to put some avocado in there. Got to put some spinach in there. Didn't have any tomatoes because I ate all our tomatoes, so couldn't put any of those on. And then what else did I have? Oh yes, and then some Dijon mustard because we're fancy like that. And that was lunch. And then this little drawing here we'll put into a cycle, and maybe that will be the final thing that I do today because it is just about to be 10, and I ought to go have some dinner because I haven't actually eaten dinner other than a hash brown, and and finish up the rest of the evening. Wangry, wangry hunger, wet and angry. That's correct. Whew. Yeah, I can feel myself. I can feel like my body being asking me plaintively why I have not fed it more food. My body, you big enough. You don't need more food. But the heart wants what it wants, or the stomach wants what it wants. Let's see. I think we might want a bit of an in between, or have this drawing be an overshoot and not the final settle. Nah, we can just have it as is. Just because, we want that impact. We want that snappiness. So we don't have to make it the smoothest thing to get that snappiness. Let's convert to symbol. 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 No, this. Convert to symbol. Let's call this. What did you call it? Greg Wangry? Wangry. You have to go. Oh, bye, Greg. Have a lovely evening. Congrats again on 1K, and we'll see you next time. Oh, uh, Josh, are we on Instagram? Yeah, I think we have a link to our Instagram in our channel. We don't really do anything there that we don't do on YouTube. Occasionally, I will share in our stories like friends' work and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, most of the stuff that we do here is uh, is here. But Instagram, I started on Instagram. Actually, I started on Tumblr. Really, uh, Tumblr was going on in my school at the time. And that was the first sort of social media I had that wasn't like that was an art social media instead of like a MySpace or a Facebook. Started on the Tumblr. Drew. What did I draw? I drew Pokemon things and I drew comics. And then I moved to Instagram. I guess yeah, you could see on our Instagram some old poetry that I wrote and some old comics. Oh yeah, you said you were in animation now, Josh. Are you the one who said that? Let's see. Yes, yes. You were the one who said you were in animation. Do you work in? Is there animation in New Zealand? We're all just a bunch of local boys over here. Like just I don't really have much of a view outside of uh outside of our local LA bubble sometimes. I think we want this fist to be kind of boiling a little bit. I want it to feel a little bit chaotic. Ba-ba-boom. Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Oh yeah, hungry, thinking about food. I'll probably have a stew later myself. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Oops, I changed that, so I need to change that. Bum bum bum, 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 bum bum bum. All right. Yeah, I'm in the final stretch, so so I'm just trying to let's go, let's finish this up. Let us go. Do 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 do. Oh, I haven't changed the music. No wonder. the switch is asleep because I forgot to change the music there. But anyways, we're almost about done. That song also uh was whatchamacallit. It was the Knights of Sidonia. So if you're ever in the need for cool music, give that a listen. One of my favorite songs. Don't waste your time, or time will waste you. That might be a little bit too much, but let's see. Maybe if we just get out of it a bit quicker. Hmm. Don't waste your time, or time will waste you. Mama, 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 mama. Maybe it needs more horizontal. Oops. Yeah, so he'll go then make a grab for his mask, and then reveal. And then reveal. So I'll do a few more drawings. Maybe 2 more drawings. Maybe just 1 more drawing. Just so that I can feel. I think we want that impact to make him close his eyes. Just sort of rough it in. You and I must fight for your rights. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that's about it. This is just giving me a little bit of a roadmap for the next section of this. But I think that will be it for us today. So let's sort of take it back from the top of what we've done. First of all, we went into Brainland and learned some stuff about Rose canina, which is commonly known as dog rose, which is an edible berry that you can eat if you're out there in Europe and North Africa, I guess. All those other berries, no. So we learned about that first, and then we did some animation. So this is what we got thus far. Let's play. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Hmm? Hmm? He's gonna say, "Give me a fish sandwich." I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna voice record this or if we're just gonna use. We'll probably just use the fish sandwich because we've been using dialogue boxes this way or these picture boxes. We're gonna do some more voice acting for other things. Obviously, it's gonna be in this because we've been voice acting for that. But these ones, these Gusano ones, I think we'll just have these picture boxes. And then what's going to come out of this is Gusano will come out of the frog's mouth and jump jump him and try to get his cattail friend back. So yeah, that's the story. That's what we did today. Yay! So I'm gonna just say, let it play. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for spending the time. Pretty much I'm at pretty much the only studio in New Zealand. Putty. Have I heard of Muck Putty? Let me see. Muck Putty. It's a cool name for a studio though. Yeah, it looks like they do 2D stuff mostly. Do they have CG in there? Oh, mostly 2D stuff. Well, I love 2D stuff. We do 2D stuff, so that's great. I'm going to end the poll. Cats versus dogs, 60-40 dogs. This is a dog stream. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. That'll be it for us today. We'll have our wait, sorry. I have to do this. Where is Big? Do 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 do. I wanted to gift a membership. Gift 1 membership. And the membership goes to Nguyen Nguyen. Sorry, I thought it was a Vietnamese last name. So Nguyen. Welcome. I'm adding that bleep part to the welcome thing. Yeah, welcome to the coop. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. Thanks to shout outs to everybody who we met. I think Josh, I haven't spoken to you before, so it's very nice to meet you and very happy that you're working in animation in New Zealand. What an enlightened, wonderful country. Thanks to all everybody who showed up, Greg and Klaus and Megs and Sidras and everybody. It was a lovely time with everyone. We'll be back on next Wednesday, probably around this time. Usually 7:30. Today we started a little early later because Megs had to do OT, but usually around 7:30 Pacific time. Friday we'll be back for our Chicken Coop members only stream. Probably be playing a game, just sort of kind of casually hanging out, maybe drawing some silly things. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday for our members, Wednesday for the general audience, and otherwise, just have a lovely night. Good night, Klaus. Good night, Josh. Good night, everybody. We'll we'll see you all. Wait, where's my thing? Okay, we'll see you all soon. This is I'm really glad I made this brain framing. That's Muck Puppy. Muck Puppy seems or Putty seems cool. So yeah, that's it for us. All right, bye bye, bye bye, woo woo, or cheep cheep. Goodbye.